So I'd like to start by sharing from Psalm chapter 18, verses 16 through 19. It reads, "He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me." I didn't think I needed saving. When I walked through the doors of Broward Church in 2017, I was only interested in adding a pinch of God to my life. I was raised by a praying grandmother, so I knew it was right. And when my aunt I lived with at the time kept suggesting I go to church, seeds were being planted. My ex-boyfriend was once invited to Broward, so I agreed to check it out with him after I shared about my desire to figure out my relationship with God. But again, I didn't think I needed saving. I had recently graduated college, I landed my first professional job, traveled for fun, and had been in a relationship at the time. Little did I know, I was on a dangerous path. I was being led by my sinful nature, and I was headed, as the Bible describes, towards destruction. Up to that point in life, I hid my many insecurities by wearing a mask. My mantra became, "Fake it till you make it." I learned to be who I thought people wanted me to be and didn't let people in to know me fully. To my family, I was innocent and gave no cause for concern by keeping up appearances on the surface. Since I didn't have many friends, I only interacted regularly with men I was romantically interested in. So to them, I over-sexualized myself and became dependent on them to define my value and sense of worth. In fact, I put myself in compromising situations for their validation and comfort. I smoked weed and gave myself to men I would never call my husband. I was the woman at the well thirsting for living water. Hypocritically, I distanced myself from my family I thought were too much drama to keep a false sense of peace. This meant that because of my biological mom's lifestyle, I didn't pursue a relationship with her. Truth be told, I didn't want to love someone I thought as being hard to love. My selfishness and inability to love became some of my first hard issues God would correct as I started studying the Bible with sisters. I'll never forget bursting into tears during my Bible study when I realized my mom, like me, had separated herself from God because of her sin, but unlike me, she may never understand the extent of God's love for her and his plan of salvation for her. Once God helped me to see how far away I was from him and my lack of love towards my mom, it was then I was ready to be reconciled to him. And so on September 10, 2018, I was baptized in his name. My heart started to soften towards my mom, and God gave me and continues to give me the capacity to love her, where now I don't only call her mom, but my sister in Christ since her baptism, May 25th, 2021. Five years ago, I didn't think I needed saving. At most, I wanted to use God as a Band-Aid for life's inconveniences and stints of anxiety. I wanted to try God out and discard him when he demanded too much of me. I didn't plan on changing anything significant, but God reached out his arms towards me and pulled me up out of a worldly identity, my need for validation, sexual immorality, drug use, anxiety. And in God's love and kindness, he rescued me from my inability to love. God not only saved me, he used me to also save my mom. He delivered me from Satan's schemes and brought me to a spacious place filled with joy, love, and grace unimaginable because he delighted to. If there's anyone here who is struggling with the same kind of heart I had 5 years ago, I just want to say, despite how much you may think you don't need saving, God can save you too. Thanks for listening.